Blay pi bro iba pe ya kani ke channel ke jongi kene ke sing kong ba kalong kenja interview belengkot te mata si ngadon bai i pastor iba dai na po Manipur beda na community cookies te ngai thui i mental ko ba arsnem tame e te shwa bin mi no na pa Netherlands kwa ba ya shong ba i kan kai. So welcome Reverend Pastor Jin. So before you leave the Netherlands, I would like just to have a short talk with you about your experience in the Netherlands, about your attachment to your own country, far away from home, and then what is your future plan and so on. First of all, kindly introduce yourself.
First of all, thank you for having me, Brother Phadar Simon. My full name is Jam Hugin Mang Hokip. Jam Hugin Mang is my first name. Hokip is my last name. So my nickname, or friends call me Gin.
Gin.
I'm basically from Ahang village in Manipur, Chandel district, and a pastor from the Evangelical Church of India. I'm married. I have 4 years old daughter. My wife, my daughter, and all my family members are now back home in Manipur.
Okay. So how long have you been now in the Netherlands?
I have been here for 4 years and 6 months, since 2020.
Okay. So when that attack took place in India, in Manipur, you were already here, I suppose, no?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so you were not at home and you were here. And how was your feeling at that moment when your community were attacked, the churches were burned, the village was completely destroyed? And how was your feeling, how you cope with this problem far away from home?
The feeling was sad, and I was shocked because we have been living together from our forefathers' times.
Yeah.
Many hundreds of years, since hundreds of years, with the Meiteis. The people who attack us are called the Meiteis, the Meitei Hindu fanatics. And I also had an experience like 3 to 4 years. I was studying in one of the English school nearby our village, which was run by the Meitei community.
Okay.
So we are very, very close.
Yeah.
I was surprised and shocked.
Yeah.
And how do I manage, or how do I
cope
with the situation? For the first time, on the 3rd of May, Imphal was attacked. The people, the Meitei community attacked our people and burned the churches and killed people and torture. On the next day, my village was attacked on the 4th of May. And then on that day, I really feel sad. And I don't have enough words to express my sadness.
Yeah.
So the first thing was pray. I pray to
Yes.
God. I submit all my, all my sadness and all my difficulties, the challenging things to the Heavenly Father, so that He will do something good for me and for my family and for my community as well.
So there was a great shock for you, and also a big loss for all the people in Manipur, not only the house and property, but also the life of so many people, I think.
Yep.
They were killed during the attack. So that was one of your challenges that you met when you were here, and that is not exactly here, but it's happening back way to India. I would like to know, being here for the past 4 years, what are the challenges apart from knowing that in India your own people were attacked, but here in the Netherlands, what are the challenges that you met on the course of your journey, in the course of your studies here in the Netherlands?
Yes, I came from a tribal community, Kuki Jo community, which is one of the tribal community in the northeast India, in Manipur. We have a culture called indirect culture. So when you want to say something or when you want to communicate, you communicate like you go around.
You go around, you don't say directly.
Yeah, you don't say directly because you think, or I think that so the people whom you are talking, they might feel, they might not feel good talking directly. But when I came here, the first shock or the first experience was the Dutch culture, which is called direct culture. So they say something if they don't want this thing and that thing. And then for the first time, for a few months, I was really, sometimes I felt bad because what happened to this guy? I don't really feel good. But in course of time, with the change of time, in my workplace and in my school, I was able to manage or cope with this kind of direct culture.
Okay.
So that was one of the most challenging thing I faced.
So because they will just say direct to your face, no? They will not. They will not hide it. This is very known, especially here in Amsterdam. They are just, if they don't like it, they say they don't like you. If they see something wrong, they just say in front of you. Yeah, that is a good culture actually. Not speaking behind people and then you know, talking around and like gossiping around. Yeah. When you are from India, I'm also from India. How do you find in general the church in the Netherlands? Do you say that the Netherlands is an atheist country, or do you consider the Netherlands a country with still hope and still believe in God? What is your opinion?
Yeah, I think I'm not sure which centuries there was a revival taking place in the Netherlands, Christian revival. So expecting that, I came to the Netherlands.
Okay.
I was thinking that Netherlands would be a country of Christians. At least 70 to 80% would be Christians. But when I step into the soil of the Netherlands, it's totally different. So I have seen in my workplace especially, so the young kids, like the Dutch people especially, they used to say, my parents are Christians, they go to church, but I don't believe in God.
Yeah, okay.
But even though I was shocked with that kind of answer, I have seen this church, Paulos, correct, and some international church and local church. They're really doing good, I think. And up to, I don't know up to what level there will be, how to say, there will be a mission growth in Christian community, but I think there is still hope if we keep on praying, if we keep on working together, in spite of having many differences in doctrines.
Yeah, this is true what you said. The church where I'm working now, I see the changes. We are growing, not exactly like what we will find in India. A lot of young people in the church, a lot of people, there will be no place to sit in church, but here we see that there is a growing, you know, we see now slowly young people are coming, young parents are coming to church. I think there's a matter of believing in God's providence, working hard and hoping that the Netherlands one day will be again a very believing country. For my part, I don't really consider the Netherlands as a atheist country, because before I came to Europe in general, I thought that Europe is like, you know, they don't believe in God, they are all rich people and they are all intellectual people. But when you are really in the continent, in Europe as general, we cannot say that people, they don't believe. They do believe in God. They believe in God. There are a lot of poor people here, not only rich people. There are also people who just have not been finished the basic schooling. So in that way, the thought that I had before I came to Europe was not really true. So it's good for all you who hear this short interview. not to judge by what you hear,
Yeah.
but you have to really judge by your when you see it by yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what
Right.
I really learned a lot. Because before I came to Europe, we used to hear this kind of stories. Why to go to Europe? Europe is a continent which don't believe in God. They are all rich people. They are all educated people. So why to go there? Better to go to Africa or to some other third world countries. So it is not true.
Yeah.
So it's not true. So come and see by yourself. And I have a question. Now you have been here with us for the past almost a year, I suppose. Almost a year. When you finish your studies, and then you had 1 more year gap to stay in the Netherlands. You have the choice, but you were not having the place. So we welcome you in our church. So he's a Protestant pastor, and I'm a Catholic priest, and we are Catholic. And maybe for those who are in India, how is it possible to stay together, the Protestant pastor and the Catholic priest in one roof? My question for you is, what is your impression about our life, about the priest, the Catholic priest, about the Catholic Church?
Yeah, my first impression would be, I was in the Catholic school, Saint Joseph, from 2001 to 2, class 1 and class 2. I have experienced a little bit how we go to the church and do mass, and also some many other things. So our warden was from Kerala, a brother Jolly Peter, I think, but I have learned many things from there. But I have always asked myself, even though it is to serve God, how come a person who is physically and mentally strong, active, would be able to live a celibacy life?
Stay single.
Yeah, stay single. How come that's possible? But when I came here and stayed for 1 year, I have learned and experienced that might be better if you really want to serve the Lord. Might be better for us to live this kind of life, give everything to God, to people, and then I think our mission for the Lord might be more successful, I would say. And that's the first impression. And the second impression is, you came from different backgrounds, different cultures. For instance, Father Andy from Indonesia. Right? You are from India. And Father Luke from Belgium. The boss. You came from Belgium. You have different cultures, different looks, and different mentality. But
still we live together.
But still you live together in this house. Like you have known each other for a long time. You eat together, you sing together, you pray together, you discuss together. I think you live like a small happy family. That's the second impression that I have learned from you guys.
This is the things, some small things that we are not aware ourselves. And we do believe that coming from different culture and then yet staying under one roof, for us it's like a witness to people, I think. It's like witness to people. It is possible to live together. It is possible to stay together in spite of different background, mentalities, and so on. And also this, I think, is a point of commitment. When you say celibacy life, you can serve better to God. I don't know whether you can serve better, but it is all about commitment. For practical reason, of course, we have more time. That is true. To give ourselves to the service of the people. That is for sure is true. But also I used to wonder how the pastor, they're really strong because they have their own community, the small family, and then they have the bigger family. How they they deserve this both. So for me, I used to wonder how they manage to run the church and then to run their own family. This is also an example for us how if you work hard, it's possible to do both. To do both.
That's why I was asking. We exchanged question when I came here. I asked you, how could you live a celibacy life? You live alone without family, and how could you serve? And you asked me back another question, like how could you serve the Lord by having a family?
Because there's a thing like, you know, you prepare a sermon, for example, and then if you are quarreling with your
kids,
fighting with your wife or something, and then how you'll prepare for your sermon for the next day, for example. Or if your wife is sick or your child is sick, your heart and soul will be towards them.
Temptations.
But I think you have really a strong power. Stronger than a priest, I think. So now you are leaving the Netherlands. I think tomorrow you are leaving for the United States. What is your future plan as for now?
My future plan is to start the course on time. That's doctorate ministry, which is in theological term we call practical ministry, related to practical ministry, I mean church ministry, for all the pastors for 4 years. And hopefully if I finish on time, I think I will still have connection with my mission back home in Manipur, India, Evangelical Church of India, and I will fully engage, practically engage with the church in Manipur, and also if there is a possibility that someone or some people who could help our church or mission, so that we could walk together from the US and in Evangelical Church of India in India.
Okay. So you are not planning to stay? This all depend on the decision back in India.
Yeah, it depends on me, myself, my family, God, and also my leaders. Evangelical Church of India leaders, I have to consult them officially, even if I have to stay back in the US. But first of all, I think I have to finish my course, and then I have to talk to them. And it has to be a group decision, not an individual decision.
Okay. So you cannot just decide yourself, you remain in the United States for the rest of your life. Okay. So thank you for all those who are listening to our short interview. Maybe it's not a real interview, but just like talking to like a friend. My aim of this conversation on to put in this channel is to also let the people, especially in Meghalaya, I do not know in Manipur, but at least in my state, because to live together, from different denomination in Meghalaya sometimes could be a source of conflict, I would say. We have not really come to a point where we could respect each other, we could live as one brother and sisters in spite of being from different denominations. So it is possible. See, you have seen, we were like almost a year now stay together. We found Pastor Jin very, very pleasant man and very helpful, and we are really grateful on behalf of our church community. He used to cook for us, especially in the weekend, and then on the Sundays when we are doing the mass, he used to sit behind to help with the live stream. So in that way, we are very grateful to you for all your support for our church and to us, and we will miss you, Pastor, but we wish you God's blessing and all the best for your journey ahead.
Can I say something?
Yes, you always...
Last but not least, me, on behalf of myself and my family members, I would really want to thank especially you, Father Andy, Father Luke,
Luke.
and the whole Don Bosco family, I would say, for welcoming me in this beautiful home or house
A home,
or a church,
a home, a church.
and for allowing me to stay here for 1 year
Yeah.
while I was looking for a house.
Mm-hmm.
And while my house was razed to the ground
Yeah.
on the 4th of May 2023, I was really struggling to find a house. But by God's grace and by your love, kindness,
Mm-hmm.
and also because of welcoming me, I'm really, really grateful. On behalf of my family and myself, would like to thank God and would like to thank you all. May God bless you all, your ministry, your church members.
So thank you, Pastor Jin. And how do you say thank you in Kuki?
Kakipae.
Kakipai. And you want to say in Khasi?
Yes.
Kublai.
Kublai.
Kublai Shibon.
Kublai Sibon.
Okay,
Bye.
Kublai.
Kublai Sibon.
Kublai Shibon.